Fashion is something we deal with every day. Even people who say they don't care what they wear choose clothes every morning that say a lot about them and how they feel that day. One certain thing in the fashion world is change. We are constantly being bombarded with new fashion ideas from music, videos, books, and television. Movies also have a big impact on what people wear. Ray-Ban sold more sunglasses after the movie Men in Black. Sometimes the trend is worldwide. Who dictates fashion? Musicians and other cultural icons have always influenced what we're wearing, but so have political figures and royalty. Newspapers and magazines report on what Hillary Clinton wears. The recent death of Diana, the Princess of Wales, was a severe blow to the high fashion world, where her clothes were daily news. Even folks in the 1700s pored over fashion magazines to see the latest styles. Women and dressmakers outside the French court relied on sketches to see what was going on. The famous French King Louis XIV said that fashion is a mirror. Louis himself was renowned for his style, which tended towards extravagant laces and velvets. Fashion is revealing. Clothes reveal what groups people are in. In high school, groups have names: goths, skaters, preps, herbs. Styles show who you are, but they also create stereotypes and distance between groups. For instance, a businessman might look at a boy with green hair and multiple piercings as a freak and outsider. But to another person, the boy is a strict conformist. He dresses a certain way to deliver the message of rebellion and separation. But within that group, the look is uniform. Acceptance or rejection of a style is a reaction to the society we live in. Fashion is a language which tells a story about the person who wears it. Clothes create a wordless means of communication that we all understand, according to Catherine Hamnett, a top British fashion designer. Hamnett became popular when her t-shirts with large messages like "Choose Life" were worn by several rock bands. Fashion is big business. More people are involved in the buying, selling, and production of clothing than any other business in the world. Every day, millions of workers design, sew, glue, dye, and transport clothing to stores. Ads on buses, billboards, and magazines give us ideas about what to wear. Consciously or subconsciously, clothing can be used as a political weapon. In 19th century England, laws prohibited people from wearing clothes produced in France. During 20th century communist revolutions, uniforms were used to abolish class and race distinctions. High fashion is the style of a small group of men and women with a certain taste and authority in the fashion world. People of wealth and position, buyers for major department stores, editors and writers for fashion magazines are all part of haute couture, high fashion in French. Some of these expensive and often artistic fashions may triumph and become the fashion for the larger majority. Most stay on the runway. Popular fashions are close to impossible to trace. No one can tell how the short skirts and boots worn by teenagers in England in 1960 made it to the runways of Paris, or how blue jeans became so popular in the US, or how hip-hop made it from the streets of the Bronx to the haute couture fashion shows of London and Milan. But the direction of fashion relies on plugged-in individuals to react to events and trends in music, art, and books.